Usapang Insurance. I'm Laarni Tagalog. I'm an independent insurance advisor helping you understand your insurance better. For today's episode, pag-uusapan po natin mga common terminologies when it comes to insurance. So ngayon, pag-uusapan natin yan. What does it mean? And what does it mean for you if merong mga terms na ito nakalagay sa yung insurance policy? So I have created a list here. I've got 5 common terms, no, na pag-uusapan natin at maintindihan natin bakit nagkakaroon ng ganitong terms sa insurance policies at saka anong ibig sabihin nito. So first term na pag-uusapan natin is loading. What is loading? So loading is an additional cost added to your premium. Bakit nagkakaroon tayo ng loading? Minsan we as an individual na nagpapa-insure tayo, minsan we carry some risk, yung medyo risky yung either history natin, health-wise, medical history natin. For example, I'll just throw some common examples. Cholesterol. Masyadong mataas yung cholesterol or very high mga iba pang mga blood results, no? A combination of a few things, hypertension, high cholesterol, those are really risky, no? Pagdating sa insurance company. So if you have this risk involved, sometimes then it could be a family history affecting your policy na nagkakaroon ka ng loading ng dahil sa very high risk na family history mo. A common example, and again, it depends which insurance company you go to. Some insurance company, for example, nagkaroon ka ng dalawang, may family history ka na type 2 diabetes, for example. And sometimes it gives you a loading sa medical cover mo or health insurance. So there are a lot of factors na nagkakaroon ng loading ang iyong premium. And loading can range from 50%, sometimes 100%, sometimes mas mataas pa yan, 150%, and or sometimes 200%. Dahil yan sa kapag masyado nang mataas ang risk mo, so the insurance has to put a loading to cover that risk. So sometimes these loadings are reviewable. So when I say reviewable, kunyari your cholesterol is super high this time, or your hypertension is not well controlled, sometimes we can actually negotiate to review a loading. So kahit ngayon, you'll just accept the loading, you'll just accept yung medyo mataas yung premium with the loading. But say, for example, some insurance company will say, okay, 2 normal blood tests, and let's say 6 months apart, may mga ganon, then we can, if it's normal na, then we can look at removing the loading. So at that time, magiging mura na ang premium mo. So most of the time, it's reviewable. So pero depende po yan. So that is loading. So that's why the key lesson here is apply an insurance cover when you are still healthy para maiwasan po itong pagkakaroon ng loading. Second on our list is exclusions. Okay, so sometimes when your risk is very high already, na hindi na sapat ang pagpapatong ng loading sa premium mo, sometimes the insurance company will just exclude that altogether. And it could be that they will exclude a certain condition, or they will exclude a certain part of the body, kung ano man yung risk na yon. And when it becomes very high na posible ka talagang makapag-claim, so that's the time the insurance company will just exclude, meaning hindi ka covered sa condition na yan, or hindi covered ang parte ng katawan mo sa yung policy. So yan yung exclusion. Sometimes it's still manageable when we can negotiate with a loading. At least hindi siya ma-exclude, but sometimes when the risk is too high, the insurance company will definitely exclude that. Okay, so that's exclusion, meaning hindi siya kasali sa cover mo. Okay, that's exclusion. Third one, premiums. Ano naman itong premiums? So premiums is the amount we pay to the insurance company. So premium, either we pay it weekly or fortnightly or monthly or sometimes nga annually. It depends. You can pay your premium in whatever frequency, right? And these premiums are, there's a lot of factors. Bakit mas mataas yung premium ni friend? Bakit mas mataas yung premium ni pinsan? And never compare premiums because there's a lot of factors affecting premiums. Sometimes your age, of course, the older you are, mas higher yung premium mo. Sometimes yun nga, your risk is too high. And so, mas mataas ang premium mo kasi may loading. Or marami pang mga factor. Your job can also be a factor kung bakit mas mataas yung premium mo compared sa iba. So never, it's not an apple-to-apple comparison most of the time. So never compare your premium kasi there's a lot of factors. So yun yung premium, yung binabayad natin sa insurance company. Now, fourth one is waiting period. Ano naman tong waiting period? And most on the time, this applies to income cover, yung mga disability benefits na tinatawag, no? So income cover, most insurance companies, all insurance companies actually may waiting period yan. Sometimes it could be 4 weeks waiting period, 8 weeks waiting period, or longer pa. So waiting period means yan yung time na aantayin mo pa to pass saka magti-take effect yung cover mo. So say for example, you have 4 weeks waiting period in your income cover. So which means you have to wait 4 weeks first. You will not receive anything in that 4 weeks kasi waiting period mo yan. Then the insurance company will start paying you if you are still not back to work or you're still not able to work after 4 weeks. Then that's the time the insurance company will start paying you. So dyan yan magti-take effect yung cover mo. Pag 8 weeks waiting period naman, so that means you have to wait 8 weeks and then after that, dyan pa magti-take effect ang cover mo if you're still not able to work past your waiting period. So bakit may mga 4 weeks, may mga 8 weeks, or may mga longer pa na waiting period? So the longer the waiting period, the cheaper the premium. So some people will manage 8 weeks kasi may mga savings, so they'll choose 8 weeks, and then they're happy to cover that the cost during 8 weeks while waiting. Some ang iba naman, the earliest waiting period they'll go. So kunwari 4 weeks, so that after 4 weeks, they want the insurance to start paying them. So yun yung waiting period. Wala ka pong matatanggap during that waiting period. So if you return to work within your waiting period, then most likely, wala kang matatanggap that time unless pagkatapos na ng waiting period. So, yan yung pang-apat natin na term. Last one is non-disclosure. Ano naman tong non-disclosure? So, ito yung mga hindi natin na isabi during application. So, yung mga minsan talaga napaka-importante, no? I made a video about this. You can check my YouTube channel. Isa ito sa pinaka-common na reason bakit na-decline ang claim. So when we apply for an insurance, we are actually expected to be very honest. Everything, we have to disclose every single thing, lalong-lalo na mga medical history. It doesn't matter whether it's minor conditions or major conditions, sabihin natin lahat-lahat. Kasi kapag nagkaroon ng non-disclosure or yung hindi tayo naging honest, may hindi tayo sinabi during application, then that can lead to a decline during a claim time. And worse pa, it can also lead for your policy to be canceled. And we don't want that. So non-disclosure, kapag hindi tayo nasabi, we're not honest, we're not giving the full information when we apply insurance, then that can lead to non-disclosure. So that's all the 5 common terminologies when it comes to your insurance. So I hope that is very helpful para sa inyong lahat. And so I'll see you in my next video. Bye!